Yes, you made it. This is the official podcast of the Female Way. We are a movement. We are here to make a difference in the world. And you can feel the butterflies in your belly right now. Be the change you want to see in the world. And let's make the impossible possible. You are here as an inspiration. You motivate others around you. We're in it together, babe. Let's do this. Super welcome. Welcome back. Part 2. It is popular stuff. It is. And I promised you something. I promised you to speak a little bit more about that peace I was feeling when I was on my knees. And yes, we work with sexual energy. And it's so beautiful. It's potent, it's strong, it's our life force. So I will share also with you some tips how you can connect with it more by yourself. So there are many flavors out there of Tantra. And that's amazing because you find whatever suits for you. I see in my world, the women I work with, they're looking for the same as I was looking for. So I told you about my grandfather in the former episode. He was living so devoted, love what arises and forgive whatever is going on. And I tell you, he had 7 children and he survived 3 of them. 4 passed away when he was still alive. Wow. And again, he was sad and grieving, but he stayed so strong and happy and understanding. And wow, that was grieving next level. He let these emotions travel through him, yet he stayed in his heart and he understood. And that's a tantric way of life. We are filled with so much love and we just know. And when we don't know, we still know. Over the years, I've developed a method, 5 pillars, and I share that in my trainings and as well in Tantra for professionals. You get the chance to really start to embody the 5 pillars of the Tantric method, and then you're allowed to use it yourself. Whether you want to work with it, you want to bring it out there, you want to share it with your children. Because when you start to live a life like that, like my grandfather was doing by nature, wow. I felt so much admiration for him and so much respect and so much love. I was like, wow, if everyone could live like that. So the women who come in these trainings are women who are also looking for depth, for the mystical, and basically coming home to yourself. Because you are that in your core. All the struggles and the suffering is not you. All the problems, the horrible situations you end up and you look at your behavior and you're not proud, it's not you. So when you come back to yourself, to your pureness, to your authenticity, to where your pure gift is, that's what we do when we walk the Tantric path. So when I was on my knees in April, I was seriously ill, they would say. And it took me a while to figure that out, to be honest. And then when I figured it out and I knew I was in a very, very bad place, I kind of shifted from bad place, like this is the place where I need to be because I'm here. And I had so much peace around me. I felt so much peace. I was sleeping. I had 41 degrees fever for almost 2 months. I was stung by a dengue mosquito. And together with a weak immune system, it completely knocked me out. And there was a moment I realized, like, oops, this could be a very interesting situation. And there were nights that I was knocking on the door of the other side. And I was so in peace. And somehow, now when I'm finalizing the program, because Tantra for Professional is starting every quarter, and we have an amazing group. And it brings me back to that moment. Because I felt so pure and so sensual and so complete and that's one of the pillars of that method, that no matter where you are, in what situation, just go back to this serene you. And that's so beautiful. And we celebrate everything. The highs, the lows. Can you imagine? Just imagine your life at this moment. And you start to celebrate more. And you invite more joy in your life. And more pleasure. And isn't that amazing? You're happy. You're light. You're approachable. You're just becoming more of you. Because that's your nature. And you stop the struggling. And stop the suffering. That's really old. I mean, when you make that decision, I promise you to give you a few tips. Make the decision to stop suffering and stop complaining. That will change the whole trajectory of your life, and that's a promise. And to awaken, let me give you an exercise. A tantric exercise to connect with your sexual energy and with your sensual body. You start to breathe in from the nose. Make it like 5-6 counts in. And you breathe out of open mouth, like a half centimeter between your lips. Also 6 counts. When you open your lips, you connect with your yoni and your perineum. You make it like a circle breath. 6 counts in through the nose, 6 counts out through open mouth. When you inhale, the belly goes out like a balloon. Big, 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 big. And when you exhale, the belly goes in all the way to your ribcage. And you bring your focus to your yoni. And maybe you feel where you're sitting and you feel a circle of breath going on through your body. Your focus on your lower chakras. And you keep on breathing for a couple of minutes like that. Energy starts to move in your body. You will feel you're coming home in your body more and more. And enjoy the ride. And what I like so much, so I am preparing the training, Tantra for Professionals. And what I love so much, what I see, and what I already see happening. Last week I sent a beautiful sutra from the Radiant Sutras from Lorraine Roche. And I got so many feedback on the sutra. And the sutra is like a poem, a Hindi poem. And then they translate it into English. And it just makes sense. It hits you right in your heart. So we're bringing back the mystical Tantra. So it's less about, so you will learn about how it was given back in India. And I include so many teachers. One is a very dear friend of mine. Her name is Kaulika, and she was born in a tantric family. And she's still teaching Tantra. But imagine, she's in India. She was born in a family. Her mommy, her papi, they're still alive. They all live like that, like my grandfather. So maybe I can say I was born as a Tantrica as well. Well, I was born in the West, so so much I forgot. So I'm so lucky that I remembered again when I traveled to India in 2010 and lived there for so many years. And now I can pass it through. And the women on the tantric path and in my world, we rise together, we shine together, we create magic together, we celebrate each other. We love, we laugh, we live, we cry, all of that. And then you see libido is increasing, they find that real connection, they're finding their partners, all of that. And that's a result. And it's so beautiful. We're connecting more with us, we're having the best time of our lives, and then all what we desire is showing up just like that. And that's how it works. And these are the steps. If you want to have another outcome, you have to change the input. It is as simple. I'm a proud mama. And thank you for letting me share this. It makes me so, so happy. And it's okay. The tantric path is not for everyone. Yet. But for a lot of you out there, it's sacred, it's beautiful. See you when I see you. Bye. Yes, thank you for listening. I'm really honored to have you here. If you have a little time and you like the podcast, I would really appreciate to have a 5-star from you. Because when we get 5 stars, it's more easy for other women to find this podcast. So we really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And I just launched my new website, www.humita.nl. And if you like to know how to work with me or have a little info, go to the section courses or coaching or about me and let me know what you think. I see you next time. Bye bye.